missionaries left Boston in 1819 to come to Hawaii. And this mission station wasn't founded until 1834. So you can figure out that it's a little late in the history of missions in Hawaii. The reason that it was founded at all is because the chieftain, or ali'i, of this area had heard the word of God from the Congregationalist missionaries, and he wanted the people of the North Shore of Kauai to know God also. So he made a proposition with the American Board of Missions in Boston that if they would send a mission family here, that he would grant them the use of this land for a mission station as long as the mission station stayed alive and well, as we say today. And so it was a use permit. It was not a sale. It was not a money lease. It wasn't anything like that. The American Board of Missions chose William Patterson Alexander to be the first missionary here. And he came around the Napali Cliffs in a double-hulled canoe with his possessions and his wife and infant son. And they landed at the west end of Hanalei Bay down here. We just about know the spot where it was. They were greeted there by about 1,000 Hawaiians, a good turnout. And those Hawaiians had already built a thatched roofed, woven, mat walled, and dirt floored church meeting building out in the front part of the property. And back here somewhere they had built the same kind of a house, a true Hawaiian hale. And they didn't take the missionaries very long living in that to know that they wanted a little more substantial type of house that they were accustomed to. So they asked the American Board of Missions to help them by sending the materials to build a New England style house. While they were waiting, and remember it took those missionaries about 4.5 months to arrive out here from Boston, and so of course it took that long for them to get a letter back to Boston asking for the house, and then the package to return even after it was put together. So we can count on about a year before they got the house package. What happened was they went down to the beach with a crew of Hawaiian people, and they dug all of that sandstone up along the base to make the foundation for the house. And the stones that are there that everybody's stepping on for the front steps, those are the original ones. They also dragged up enough of them to build up the chimney, which was on the cookhouse that was separate from the house. This was a New England tradition. And they, of course, kept fire sparks away from this very precious house that was going to be built here. The original plan was from the left edge of the house to the lattice work. And it was a New England 4 square, which means 2 rooms up, 2 rooms down, 4 altogether, and almost square in its dimension. The gable was on the end, like you see it today, and it had a zinc roof. All that was coming then on the ship from Boston. The floorboards, the porch boards, the clapboards on the outside, the side lights, the doors, all the hardware, the windows, and those zinc sheets to cover the roof part. After they finished all the foundation stones, they went up into the mountains, and got down native hardwoods. Those are koa and ohia. And as they brought down those trees, they built the framework for the house. And this is post and beam construction, not the 2x4s that we build with today. Heavy posts and beams. And when you go in the house, look in the corners, and you will see detailing to cover up those big trees that are creating those beams on the corner posts. got all that finished, and the package from Boston arrived. They put it all together and moved in. And no sooner realized that they probably should have had a dining room. So what they did was to add on the dining room, which only goes to the back of the staircase. And that is only half the depth of the house. Basically, the house was started in 1836 and finished in 1837. The missionaries arrived in 1834. And they moved into the original four-square house, which just went to the lattice work. And the first addition was the dining room, which is behind that exterior staircase. It yet did not include that window, and it did not connect to the cookhouse yet, which was a separate, very crude structure.
It was to this house that Dr. James W. Smith rode by horseback from Koloa in 1860 in an attempt to save the life of what resulted in a suicide. By changing horses at several locations, Dr. Smith rode the 40 miles in only 4 hours, which is still considered an all-time record.
I'm Stephen Smith. I'm the son of Alex Smith, and we're visiting for the reunion. And my mom, Janet Smith. I have 2 younger brothers, David and Robert, and we're the son of Jester. And that's it.